like we have had the happy hours. I've seen people do like live streams. So really just finding those organic ways to create a virtual, fun experience. That's one way to use your room. And people come in and they're like, wait, because like, right, I think people are used to like, not to call out some of the others, but the typical Zoom room, and then you come into this and like, wait, this is nice. So showing people that and giving people opportunities to engage on Go Brunch. Mhm. I do. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Um, so there's a lot of there's a lot of potential here, and I love how Peggy reminds us it feels really limitless if you can dream it and create it. I mean, Peggy is pretty brilliant in figuring out a lot of ways to create in the rooms and in the personalities. So we're gonna talk about that. Mhm.
Nice. Yes, yes, we're starting in about 10 minutes, so perfect.
So tell us about your business, Joyce, while we're waiting. Love to hear a little bit more. I love that. I don't feel sane.
Hey, Artemis.
Right. Is that Artemis, the infamous Artemis that I hear about, that I connect with on LinkedIn, that I have not been in a meeting with yet? But
I think that might be me. Hi.
hi.
Hi. Alright, so I'm gonna take off my jacket even though I'm freezing to death, so that I don't have a bulky jacket on. Ugh,
Luma. The
okay.
Luma calendar I need to pull up. I'm pulling up all my different tabs. So if at any point you can't see my tabs, um, let me know. Um, the global
I can't.
business calendar. Not right now when I'm sharing in the middle of the.
I'll holler
I
at you
Yes,
if we
yes. Um, okay. Let's see. Do. The Voices of the Plaza, the podcast, the LinkedIn, the Luma calendar, some rooms directory.
There we go. All right. Ash, can you turn on that light? And thank you.
You look very illuminated.
Yeah, now it's really bright, but
Ooh.
I'm using my laptop camera. I'm used to, using my fancy camera, so
She has so many fancy cameras. Yeah, there.
we're having a grandbaby today or maybe tomorrow, but very soon. Hey, Jamie.
Wow,
I just sent you an email.
congratulations.
I was like, "You popped in here and then you left." I'm like, "Get back in here. We're getting ready to start in a few minutes."
I wasn't for sure. I didn't know if I was like in someone else's meeting at the moment, so I was just being respectful.
No, we were just doing some tech. We were doing some tech to make sure that everything was working right, and then Joyce came in, so we were just talking, and I figured that's what happened was you were like, "Oh," because I do that. I pop in on people all the time, and so that's why I emailed you, and I was like, "Get back in here."
Well, I can always hop back in for some really lively conversations. But can I ask a personal thing before you're safe and good, right? I'm sure probably people are going to be asking you that a lot. So
I am. We were in evacuation warning for what 3 4 days. We had no air to breathe
wow,
for a long time, but the last 2 3 days the air's starting to clean up now. The Santa Ana winds are coming back, so they're expecting 50 60 mile gust, which is concerning to everyone because there's so many ambers and stuff
great.
still just sitting there. So we're hoping that the things that haven't burnt don't start burning. But the fire that's just 5 miles north of us is 35% contained now, so that's really good news. And I think the big Palisades is I think 18% contained, which is way better than 0%, which is
Oh,
what
man.
yeah. So you know, they talk about acres but just to put it into perspective, for anyone that uses miles, the Eaton fire, which is just close to us, is 23 square miles of fire. So it's a very, very, very big fire. And that's about the Palisades is another third bigger than that. So it's a lot of things, a lot of homes. Remember that Los Angeles has, Los Angeles County is a population of most states in the United States.
Yeah. Mm,
So a lot of homes, a lot of people are really devastated. So thank you for asking, but we are safe. We do have an evacuation plan if needed. We've got some really good friends in San Diego. So if we have to, we will head down to San Diego.
okay.
But for now we're good. And right now I'm actually at our son's house, who's about an hour from us because his girlfriend's finally going to the hospital to have a baby. So we're here to pick up the puppy and bring the puppy back to our house until the baby gets born. But I we drove here. I set up. I had a couple meetings. We'll do the workshop and then we'll see if there's any progress on this baby thing. And if not, then we'll just head back to our house and then come back tomorrow when there is a baby to look
Yeah.
at.
Is this your first grandbaby?
This is our second grandbaby. We have a 2-year-old also. So yeah.
Awesome. It's
Yeah.
hard to believe my grandson is 18.
Grandkids are the best.
They
Don't
are.
I mean, if I could pass parenting and just go straight to grandparenting, that's definitely the way I would do it. And my daughter's staring at me like, "What do you mean by that, mom?" I mean, not you, Ashlyn. I'm talking about your siblings.
Grandchildren are the gift we get for not having killed our teenagers.
That is it. The gift we get for not killing our children.